everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Happy Sunday. Howdy. Now the CC button did appear. I've never noticed it's completely gone before. I think it doesn't. I don't think that it activates until it knows that my microphone is activated because it's directly connected to the microphone input. So, but before we started stream, there was speculation that maybe the closed captioning wasn't working. And I said, I don't think that it activates until I'm talking. And that's because it's directly attached to this as an input. So if this is deactivated, I don't think it even shows up, which I guess that's confirmation that that's true. Hi, gang. Confirmed. Yeehaw. Everybody in our house is getting sick again. I'm over it, man. We're not even like deep in sickness season. And I'm over it. 'Tis the season. I know. We just barely got out of one. We just barely got out of one. This is what happens when kids go to school. And I guess they like learn stuff or whatever. But big thing is they come home with sicknesses all the time. It's the freshers flu season, truly. Yeah, so this means school is bad. This is a lesson in critical thinking. Yeah, it's just, I mean, again, in our house, it's because we have a 7-year-old. And she goes to school and then she brings biological warfare into our house. And we all fight for our lives. And then we fight it off and we go, thank God that's over. And then she comes home with a new one. So, hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Just hanging out. I just spent way too... I don't go on social media super often. So last night, and we won't get into specifics on this, but last night Sam was like, have you heard about everything that's going on at TwitchCon? And I was like, no. So I went to catch up. It's a shit show, man. It's on its like in its most basic form. I will let you look it up if you would like to. In its most basic form, a lot of people, specifically female creators, but a lot of people have been talking about safety concerns around TwitchCon and got a lot of, you don't need to be concerned, we've got it handled. And they did, in fact, not have it handled. That's essentially what's been going on. Yeah. So, yeah, so now there's talks about like a bunch of people saying, I just don't think I'm ever going to go to TwitchCon again. I haven't been to a TwitchCon in years for outside reasons, but yeah. Yes, no one got hurt, but it was still not good situations. But yeah, you can go and look up specifics yourself. I'm very happy that everyone is okay. I miss a good full English. like a breakfast. That was a very funny thing to read in the middle of everybody else being like, everybody else responding to the topic. Sorry, that was very funny. I, I could also go for a full English, yeah. I've never had a full English, but they look heavenly. It's interesting because it's the like additional things that no one can seem to agree on, because like Sam's full English breakfast is different from my full English breakfast, right? Like our ideal breakfasts are different. Um so there's like things that sort of have to be on the plate, and then there's the extras, and the extras can all be different. Regional differences too. That's a good thing to point out, Tully. Yeah. So like Sam always gets black pudding. I do not like black pudding. I don't want it on there. I always get mushrooms. Sam hates mushrooms, right? And these are both things that are considered part of a full English, but just might not be on your full English, you know? I'm good with every typical thing except for the black pudding monstrosity. It is, I think it's an acquired taste for sure. My perfect full English is eggs, toast, hash browns, um, beans, but on the side. I don't want them on the plate because they infect everything. Tiny bowl of beans on the side, mushrooms, uh, roasted tomatoes. And there's a place that I like going to because I think their tomatoes are amazing. And there's a place I like going to because I think their mushrooms are amazing. And I really wish that they could just come together. I wish I could get a plate that has both of those things on it, but it's okay. One of them I go to and I go, I can't wait to eat those tomatoes. And the other place I go to and I go, I cannot wait to eat mushrooms. But they don't, the mushroom place doesn't do the tomatoes well, and the tomato place doesn't do the mushrooms well. So it's, I'm just out here doing my best. I have had haggis. I haven't had haggis since I was 19. We had normal haggis and we had vegetarian haggis. I liked both at the time, but I have not had it since then. Hi, Joe. How are you, buddy? I'm so hungry now. I'm sorry. Chowie. Joe, what's your perfect full English breakfast? Hi, Envy. Vegetarian haggis. Yeah. I mean, pretty much anything that's made out of meat products, somebody's been like, I bet I could make this with vegetables instead. I bet I could make this with tofu byproduct and vegetables and beans. And it was delicious. It didn't taste like haggis, but it was delicious. We just bought it at the store in Scotland. It was just, you know, it was just in the fridge. My perfect one: slice of raw toast, cup of tea without the tea. All right, Joe. Take the prompt seriously, Joe. Points this fucking guy, huh? That's pretty much every time I'm hanging out with Joe. What the fuck? This dude. You think this is some kind of joke? Same as yours. I'd add black pudding. Another black pudding boy. I'm so curious. I don't like black pudding, so I'm not going to taste it to find out. But I am really curious. Maybe somebody in chat knows. So both Sam grew up eating black pudding, and so did my Korean friend Jeannie, also grew up eating black pudding. And I'm so curious if they are the same or taste the same. I'm curious if there's a difference between an Aussie and a British big breakfast. I don't know anything about an Aussie big breakfast. I've still never been to Australia. I need to go. Jesse went and was like, it was awesome. I'm not curious enough to eat both black puddings. Me neither. I'm not going to find out. But like, I might tell Sam that he should eat Korean black pudding and give me a review, you know. Australia is the land of kaiju and very small deadly insects. How do you feel about Marmite? Love it. I love Marmite and Vegemite. I didn't know this until maybe a year ago, year and a half. I've told this story before, so I'll keep it short. But basically, my husband and I went to have like a fancy dinner, and they gave us fancy butters, and one of them was Marmite butter, and Sam nearly threw it out the window. He was like, why the fuck would they give me this? And I was like, is it that bad? And I tried it, and it was fucking delicious. So I ate all of the Marmite butter, and then bought Marmite after that because I was like, that was really good. Is it bitter? It's yeasty. It's very yeasty. But it's good. I like it. Marmite's such a weird thing because no one's ever on the fence. It's either absolutely not or it's amazing. Yeah. And they've really leaned into that marketing too. Oh, with Korean black pudding, they often use sweet rice instead of other fillers. Oh, interesting. I've never had either. This is secondhand info from friends. Okay. I stand by Vegemite and gravy, but I hate gravy. Does does Vegemite in the gravy make it more tolerable to you? I hate Vegemite, not gravy. Oh, okay. Okay. I was so confused. I was like, wait, you hate the gravy, but you stand by Vegemite in the gravy. So then you like the gravy? Envy sleepy. Envy, very different part of the world right now. As he's extreme to fall asleep. Oh my gosh. How sweet. You like the taste of beer? Yeah, but not like an IPA. I like really like I love a Stella, a Budweiser, just kind of like basic ass lagers, you know. Blue moon. I haven't had a blue moon in forever. Blue moon's delicious. We used to drink those all the time in college. Australia has really good microbreweries. Big recommend a beer crawl if you ever visit. I would love to visit. I say that about so many places, but it's always true. I've still never been to Canada. Lived right next to Canada my whole life, and I never went, and now I have so many friends in Canada. How long have you lived in the UK now? Does it feel like home yet? Um, this is year 6, I believe. Or we're going into year 6, maybe. Um, does it feel like home yet? I think, and I've been talking about this for years, so really the problems with me. And I am aware of that. I just want to throw that out there. But I love where I'm living. I feel very grateful for where I am, and I like the area that we live in. I'm still lacking community out here, but that's a me problem. That's a I am either hanging out with my kid or sitting in my office problem, you know? That's a me problem, and that's okay. Mood, but I don't have a kid. When's the last time you had a Sunday roast? 2 Sundays ago? My mother-in-law makes one almost every Sunday. I blame the South. I know. Every time Telly in chat, uh we've met up and hung out in real life before, and she lives pretty far north. And so every time I talk about this, she's like, "No, you're just in the South where everybody's moody and doesn't talk to each other." To be fair, the North is better. We don't need to start that in chat. We don't need to do a North versus South of England thing in chat right now. I have noticed though that everyone that I've gotten along with well and had like easy conversation with has originally been either from the north of England or uh there's like an old Irish man who is so chatty and I love talking with him. Like it's never people from near me. You know. All of England is great. Please finish processing my ILR. Yeah, everybody throw free some good vibes. The process that I was going through for my immigration a few months ago, free is now currently doing. Good vibes, good vibes. You already did the hard part. That fucking test. Once I believe fully, once the test is done, it's it's so much easier after that. The test sucked ass. The test was so much harder than all the practice test materials. That's what I'm saying. I had to do that test twice. And the first time I was like, I've got this in the bag. I am acing every practice test. I'm good. Went in there and bombed it. Like, what the fuck was that? Yeah. It's the same as a citizenship test. The life in the UK test. It covers the history of the United Kingdom from the Stone Age to now. You have to know important figures in sports and art. You need to understand your legal rights in England, Scotland, Ireland. Like how is it different depending on where in the United Kingdom you are? What are like the differences in how they make laws? It's so much. And you know, yes, and you have to know what flower a random poet wrote about. Yeah. You have to know everybody's like what is the country flower of each place. So that's space in my brain I'll never get back, you know? Yeah. So like England is the rose. Wales is the daffodil, I believe. Scotland is the thistle, and Ireland is the shamrock. Why do I need to know that? I learned who Boudica is, though. There is some stuff where I was like, I never learned about this in America. I'm delighted to know about this now. You know, learned about some history out here that had never crossed my path before. So that was delightful. But I'm still like, did I need to know that to live in this country, though? Did I need to know that? You didn't know about the OG girl boss? It's one of those things that comes up, like you find out about it and you're like, I've never heard of this person before. And then after that, it just keeps coming up. Like I stumbled onto a video that was like, here are all of the queens and prominent women who stood against the Roman Empire. And of course, Boudica was on that list. And I was like, how did I never hear about this lady before? And now she's popping up all over the place. So that you know what to do on St. George's, David's, Andrew's, or Patrick's Day if you're in a flower shop. God. So yeah, they want you, they make you know a bunch of shit. And it's annoying because the test isn't that long. So you have to learn all of this stuff with the knowledge that most of the stuff that you learned, you're not going to get a question about. That's fine. Now I know about Boudica, so I guess it was all worth it. Yeah, that's the sort of stuff that's gonna get me into an argument with somebody out here. That's the stuff they should be testing me on, you know? In what order should things go in a cup to make tea according to 80% of United Kingdom citizens? I'd be like, "Oh fuck. This is relevant." Is it milk first or milk last? Yeah, those would be the two answers. Anyways. Is no milk an option? It should be. Sam and I don't put milk in our tea. But again, this wouldn't be from your personal perspective. This would be from the perspective of some, you know, they would have polled a bunch of people from around the United Kingdom and then given us the ratio, right? Also, what to call a bread roll? I was very confused the first time someone asked me if I wanted a bacon bop. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Do I? A bop, B-A-P, is a word for a bread roll. I don't know why. A hard A. A bap? I so rarely get to use the American A. A bacon bap? There we go. If you don't like it, just go down the road 10 minutes. They'll call it something else. Goodness. I know this one. It's from Norse and Celtic roots for soft white bread. Fantastic. My kid got mad at me. This is a continuation of a previous issue. I was talking about how we have there's a dog on the property now named Maud, which is how I would pronounce that name, Maud, right? But it's one of those words that is really hard to pronounce. It's hard for me to pronounce it the way that English people pronounce it, which is Maud. Maud. I have to like fully commit my mouth to say it right. Okay. They're like, yes, this is our new dog, Maud, right? Absolutely not. I'm not doing all that shit. So I keep saying, I call her Maud or Maudie. I go, hello, Maudie, right? It's fine. But my kid keeps trying to correct me on how it's pronounced. And typically, I'm fine with that. But I finally reached a point where I was like, honey, it's so hard for me to pronounce it that way. It's a dog, so I'm just going to call her Maud. I think it's all right. You know, I think it's okay. I've now infected her. So now Clark has been saying, hi, Maudie, and gets so mad at me. Like, you did this to me. Like, bro, it's fine. It's okay. You did this. I prefer how you say it. Maud. Yeah, that's how we would say it in America. Because mods do exist in America. It's just pronounced, it's not nearly as like front of the mouth. Mod. It's just in the middle of the mouth instead of like mood. Right? It's like so far forward. It's so English. How do you pronounce Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. Is that not how you say that? I think they're saying because it's similar. Lord. Lord of the Rings, right? Lord of the Rings, starring Maud. We putting Welsh in chat now? Lard of the Rings. Lard, that's fun. That's sitting in the same part of the mouth. I can do that. Lord. uh yeah. Chat's so rich in culture. Oh my goodness, everybody, you sound so fancy. It's so aggressively posh. uh the best part of this goof is that I'm on captions and it doesn't know what to make of this. I would love to know what the captions say. Also, hi Nick. I blow you kiss. I like Jazz just making fun of Dodger. I don't feel made fun of. It's just, you know, it doesn't help that I'm living in one of those countries that has such a wide variety of accents, and they're all, not all of them, but there's a decent amount of extremity in how far they can go. And so the word Lord could be pronounced so many different ways. It's mostly just Lord, Lard, Lord, Lord. I just came to thank you. I wouldn't have found out about Alabaster Dawn or Hell Maiden without you. They're my new addictions. Yes. Aren't they good? Fun games. We played some really fun games during this next fest. Oh, Lord. We did play Seance of Black Manor. Blake Manor. Yes. We talked about it on Geekenders as well. Yeah. Jesse played through the whole demo, I think, and I only played part of it. So he gives a much better, I think, review of the full experience. Any last day demo plays today before the end? No, I don't think so. My kiddo's sick, so I don't want to stream longer than I normally would on a Sunday. Also tomorrow, assuming she's doing better, I've agreed to help out with a couple of other kiddos for the day. So I don't think I'll be here tomorrow. But we do have Hellions in the evening. So I'll be on Doodle's stream. Also, we are moving forward with our charity readathon. That will be this coming up Saturday, the 25th. We're going to be reading through Frankenstein. We'll have some fun stuff set up for that. Some goofy ways that you can affect the reading, and should be really fun. It's going to be for a group called Room to Read. That is a literacy and education group. Frankenstein, yeah. And Roxo is doing a recolor of the model that looks awesome. So it'll be very fun. Yeah. It says that Frankenstein takes around 5 hours to read, which I think is doable for us. If you include goofs, let's say it's like a 6 to 7 hour thing, so that we also have time to like take breaks and not be reading constantly, you know? 500 subs to restart from the beginning. Holy shit. That should definitely be on there, right? There should be some amount that you could donate that makes me just start the book over. That's so funny. You're on the last page and you reset, bro. I would have to give myself like an option there of like either I can restart or like match the donation, like something like that. It would have to be there would have to be an abort button, you know. Every 50 sub drop restarts the chapter. Remember, this isn't for subs though. This is this is a charity thing. But what if it was? Yeah, we taught a while back. We had brainstormed a series of events or charity things that we lovingly called Slice of Strife, a play on slice of life, right? So they would all be charity streams that were like cozy things but made uncozy by chat. So one of them that we had talked about was doing a readathon, or just like reading a chapter of something even, but in this case it's a readathon, right? And it was, we were brainstorming like things that chat could do to affect the reading, like change to a funny voice, go back a page, read backwards, you know, just like stupid shit. It creates a situation where actually listening to the stream, like if you wanted to listen to someone just read Frankenstein, this would not be the stream for you, right? It would be like a weird combination of like cozy reading, but also occasionally things go really fucking wrong. So this is sort of our first thing that's like testing out that idea, you know? This will be on the 25th. This is next Saturday. I will make, because Roxo said it will probably take a day to do the recolor. And then I'll do like a promo image for it and post it. But yeah. It'll start in the evening on Saturday. Also, this is far away, but second week of November, I will be going out to America to help my brother with his new baby. So I'll be gone for like a week. And then I'm coming back with my mom, who has never been able to visit the farm. So I'm coming back with my mom. So the week after that, will probably be like sort of a skewed schedule while she's visiting. So November might be a little weird, is what I'm saying. But it's all for good reasons. It's all for good family reasons. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to go help. Help with the baby and then kidnap your mom. Yeah. Well, my mom, you know, she was like, I want to go out and help, but I don't want to overstay my welcome. They have a new baby, you know. So I only want to go out there for like a week. So we had talked about me meeting up. So her being there for like, you know, 2 or 3 days. And then I would fly out and join. And I double checked with my brother, like, would it be okay if we were both there at the same time? Because we don't want to overwhelm. And he was like, yeah, of course. So I'm going to go out and then be kind of like primary care. And then, yeah, we were like, what if from there you just came to England? Wouldn't realize the cam is on if it wasn't written in the title, by the way. It's not for you. You're already here. It's not for you, goofball. Fresh baby on the scene. Fresh baby. I love the term fresh baby. That's so funny. Not quite right. Does it cam on in here? Like oh God. Are we circling back to pronunciations? God, we shouldn't. I'm putting that away. That one's going away. One of the artists at the shop just had a baby. Her wife did. Very fresh baby. Oh my gosh, so many fresh babies. Aren't we all just stale babies? Yeah. Us? Yeah, we are stale babies for sure. um my kid this morning was like, "Can we sew something?" I said, "Sure, kiddo. What do you want to sew?" That I really want to make a jumper out of this, and handed me some of our fabric. And I said, "Okay, we don't have a pattern for that though." And she goes, "What do you mean?" Keep in mind, we've sewn stuff together before. I was like, "We don't have a pattern for this." She goes, "We don't need one. Just trace me." I was like, I don't think that's gonna work, Bubba. She was like, "Of course it will. I'll just lay on the fabric and you trace me." And I was like, I wish so badly that would work. Like, it would work. It might not, it might feel a little weird, but like, technically, I guess it would work. I was like, what if you go grab like a jumper that you really like, and then we can sort of like trace where the sleeves start and things like that. And she was like, this is too much work now. Just put it away. I was like, okay. Because technically, that's how I used to make t-shirts, or even like adjust the size of t-shirts, is I'd just put a t-shirt I liked on top of the fabric and just cut the fabric, right? I was like, it would work. There are plenty of patterns out there that are basically just boxes or circles. Those exist. Um, it's just specifically with the fabric that she chose, we only have a little bit of it left. So I was like, I don't want to like, you know, fly by the seat of my pants on this and possibly not be able to use the rest of this fabric. I did do a video on resizing shirts a million years ago. Yeah. When I first moved to Los Angeles. It also, the other reason that she was like, you know what, I'm over it, was because I said, okay, where are we doing this? And she said, at the desk. And I had to pull her into the room and gesture to the desk, which is, by the way, completely covered in craft supplies. I was like, that desk? She was like, okay, what about the dining table? Took her to the dining table, gestured, that dining table, also covered in craft supplies. I was like, we can clean those up. And she was like, oh, God, I don't want to do this anymore. We have nowhere to sew. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. No clean, only craft. No clean, only craft. That is. We've been working on that specifically. The like, okay, before we bring out a new thing, let's put away this thing. The issue is because we have like 3 different stations where crafts happen, sometimes she'll get halfway through a project and be like, I'm going to come back to this. Get up, walk to a different area and go, actually, I want to do some painting now, and paint in a different spot, right? Um, And so then the whole like mindset of let's put this away before we do a new thing. And I know one of you motherfuckers that doesn't have kids is going to be like, you should set a spot that is the only spot that you do crafts. Shh, don't do that. Don't do that. I detect a lot of snarkiness between you and the little one. We love it. Yeah. It's fun. She's my little buddy, man. And she's so sassy. She's so sassy, and I love it. There's an old video that I saw that I immediately just thought of when saying that, which is it was this person who was like, I'm going to take you on a tour around my kid area. It was like, here's where we eat our dinner. Here's where they do crafts and painting. And we just know that when we're done with crafts and painting, we always put it away. thank you so much for watching my video, and turns the camera. Like, it's one of those, like, you know, like, it's made to look like they were sort of turning it as they turned off the video, right? It's one of those. They're like, thanks so much for watching my video. Turned it, and it immediately cut. But before it cuts, you just see a fucking disaster room. It's so funny. Like, just picture perfect for the video, but then when they turn, just shit everywhere. The voice is spot on. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to What My 7-Year-Old Ate in a Day. Today we were trying something new. My dining table is a mess without any kids. I was saying to Sam, I think we need a smaller dining table. I know that's like a silly issue to have, but we are too prone to just taking up all of the space. Whatever space is available gets covered in crafts, right? And I think if the craft zones were a little smaller, we would hit the terminal point quicker of like, okay, we got to put this shit away, you know? We have a pretty big table because Sam's family is big. And so we were like, well, we should get a big enough table that if people are over, they have places to sit. In the time that we've lived here, we haven't had people over often enough for that to be a concern. And I think we would make better use of our space and time if we had a smaller table. Yeah, that's what I think. We should have. My parents, when I was growing up, had a table with like a removable middle. So it was small, and then you could open it up to extend it, right? Which I think is still the best. I want one of those. I think that's the way it should be. Then you always leave it extended because you put stuff on it. No. No. When I tell you the number of times that we've had people over, like enough people over to need the full table, is maybe twice a year. My mom's extendable table has been retracted 0 times. Anyways, I want the table to be smaller. It was a good size for the last place we were in, but the area where the table is now is like, we kind of have to maneuver around it, is the other issue. And so in my mind, I'm like, if we had a smaller table, then this room wouldn't feel so like claustro, you know? We used to have a cool table from the 80s that unfolded and rotated. Whoa, it was the perfect D&D table, and I no longer have it. My table stays with Leaf Inn because we host board game night every Friday. Yeah, the 2 times a year that I feel like we need more space is when we have everybody over for like Friendsgiving, right? And we take our table and put it in my mother-in-law's house for Christmas, and that's it. No, I told Sam this, and he literally didn't respond. I was like, what if we keep this table, but we make it so that the legs screw on, so we can unscrew the legs and then cut the table in half and put a hinge in the middle. And then we can just fold it up and take it out during Christmas. And he didn't respond. But I still think it's a great idea. Other option is put it up here. Put it up here and let me cover it in crafts where it doesn't fucking matter. And it can just stay with crafts all over it. Is it that great of a table that it warrants all this effort? I mean, it's hardwood. It's a big hardwood table. It's a nice table. Do we get a vote? No. I have many great ideas, but I'm not so hot at making them come to life. That is me too. I always have an idea. I always have an idea. I don't know if it's going to get done, but I always have an idea, you know? Time to go pack. Bye, Nick. We also have a coffee table that we've had for maybe 10 years. And it's like this weird, the middle part is stone-ish. I don't think it's actual stone. I think it's a hard material that is not stone. I don't know what it is. And the outside is wood. And they have slowly separated, and I've tried screwing them back together, and for some reason they won't do it. But I kind of love it because it's covered in paint. Because my kid has sat at the coffee table and painted so many times. And I was like, it's old, I don't give a shit. Sure, cover it in paint, right? So it now has like bits of paint, nail polish, whatever, all over it. And I love it. And since it's separating anyway, I was like, what if I just take the wood part off and then add like those little screw in, like short table legs onto it. And that just becomes like a tiny table in the like play area. And then we get a different coffee table that isn't falling to pieces. These projects in my mind would only take like 20 minutes. And I believe that. I believe that fully, that this would be a 20-minute job. Is that audacity? I don't know. I don't know if that counts. Because it's literally unscrew the wood from whatever the fuck the middle part is. Screw in legs. Right? And how many trips to the hardware store to buy legs? Should I do it and time myself? Honestly, you're kind of selling it. Thank you. Thank you. It reeks of creative person hubris. I think it's easy. I think it would be easy. Do with 2 people so it takes 10 minutes? That sounds like it would make it take longer. I'm not making a table. I'm taking a pre-existing table apart. Which I think is different. Which I insist is a different thing. What on earth do I need to measure? I don't need to measure anything. I'm taking leggies and putting them in the corners and screwing them in. I don't think there's anything to measure. I don't think this is hubris. I think this is real. How do we describe done? What do you mean? What counts as it being done? If it's standing proud in the area it's supposed to be in and works as a table. It's not stone. It's something hard, but it's not stone. Screws can go through it. I know this because I've screwed into it. Yeah, our dead pixel. He's part of the stream. You found him. Cleanup is not included. No. No. Did I make the table and does it work as a table? That is the end zone. So you'll leave it uncleaned? You guys are pissing me off now. You asked me what counts as done. The table works as a table, then it's done. You don't need to know how long it took me to clean up. That's not the question. Don't rage bait in my stream. It'll work. And then everybody suffers. Anyways. Can you guys focus on the dead pixel now? Can you guys focus on this and how much it makes you mad? Will merch be restocked? What's out of stock? Like specific sizes? Yeah, I'll contact them about it. A dead pixel play date with another dead pixel? Who else has a dead pixel on their camera? Date everything, the dead pixel. I was just watching how nice a community you and Jesse have in Geekenders. I turn up here and you're screaming at chat. Okay, look. It is a nice community, okay? You're lovely. You're all great. Sometimes you piss me off, but you're great. Can we mask the pixel in OBS to change the color of it? That's really funny. I don't think so, but that's really funny. There he is. We don't need to cover him up. He's fine the way he is. I thought it was just part of the table. I wish. No. No, sadly. It's just a dead pixel. I go for a wee and come back to this. What on earth is happening? We were talking about the dead pixel. Now you'll never unsee him. You'll never forget. I always hit a point during this stream where I desperately want my hair up. I think because I see it in the camera the whole time. And it makes it difficult for me to like not mess with it. I don't have anything though. Stage hair? This is hairography. You know. VTubers have a hair button. If only we had a hair button in real life. This? My like 90s emo look? Wait a sec. Yeah. Here we go. Just give me some fuzzy neon leg warmers and rave sticks. I will go under a bridge so fast. I'm wearing the I'm wearing it, man. She messed with perfection. Says you. Even better. Cinema. The more I mess with it, the more I want it away. Gone. I wonder if I could do it with this. This is a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyway. Some cousin it energy. It worked. Do my eyes deceive me? Is that peak fashion? How short has your hair been? You know, like 90s pixie short. Not short enough. Still have never buzzed it. Yeah, Tinkerbell style. It was even white. I had bleached it white and had like Tinkerbell hair, yeah. Has Clark seen you with short hair? Yeah, I had really short hair just like, what, a year ago? Peh. Yeah. My problem is that I always, and I think this is common, I have my hair short for a while and then I'm like, just when it was long. And then I grow it out and I have it long for, you know, a hot minute. And then I get pissed off at it and I go, why did I ever grow it out? I should cut it again. So you should bring back the foxtails from your old press hard days. We already did that. We already did that. I'm not doing that again. It did have its moment. Telly did that for me. Telly Rose in chat. Never again. I do not think it suits me anymore. I did not think that it looked good on me. And that's fine if you disagree, but I'm the one looking in the mirror every day, you know? I would love to dye my hair again. I think it would be fun to do a bright hair color again because I haven't done one in forever. But I think specifically the like foxtail hair style and color and all of that was really cute at the time that I had it and does not suit me anymore. Yeah, man. I've stood in the corner waiting with dye and or clippers. I've still never done like green. I've done like tealy emeraldy colors. But I've never done like green. And I don't think it would look good, but just to answer the question of is there a color I haven't done? I've never done green. But I think like blue and teal and colors like that looked really nice. I've thought about doing that again. Mm, the hard part with a lighter green is that there are a lot of colors that fade to kind of a light green because of the yellow in your hair. Um, and so sometimes it reads as that used to be a different color, but it's faded to this, the like dreaded toothpaste color that a lot of things fade into, you know? Pink is fun. Man, there was a point where everybody had pink hair and I was like, I'm not doing it. But pink is so fun. It's such a nice color for hair. The other thing I've always thought about doing, I've never done like all black. I've never done that, but I've done patches of black and that I don't think worked super well. Um Darker browns are fine, but like black doesn't work great on me, I don't think, for hair. Um and uh the like rose gold thing that everybody was super into for a hot minute, I've thought about doing that. The like really light pink. Rose gold hair. Yeah, look it up. Everybody was really into the rose gold hair for a while. A lot of these colors are upkeep is the big issue. And I don't have a lot of energy to upkeep hair anymore. That energy is going into different zones. So deciding on a color where my grow out isn't going to drive me bonkers. Like black, if I had black hair, my hair grow out would kill me inside. I would hate it so much. The most hair upkeep I want to do is blow dry it into something and hope that it lasts. Rose gold hair is Tumblr OC coated. Yeah, very. It's pretty though. It's really pretty. And I think it's one of those colors where with my hair color, I think the grow out would be okay because a lot of people have done like brown hair with the pink tips, right? The grow out might be fine. If you dye your hair, does Mushy's hair also change? That's the other thing. That's the issue with being like my fun OC is just me. Yeah. My wife still has brown hair with pink tips and she loves it. Yeah, it's cute. It's a classic. Brown hair, blue tips, brown hair, pink tips. Classics. I see a lot of older ladies walking around with purple hair where I live. I'm gonna make a speculation. I do not do hair. Um, but I'm gonna speculate that some of them are using purple shampoos to get the brassiness out of their hair now that their hair color has changed. And it started to turn like a lavendery color. And they were like, that's fun. And decided to just go full purple, you know? In the UK, a purple, pink, or blue rinse for old ladies is very fashionable. Yeah, I see a lot of it. A lot of purple for sure. I believe I've been told before that your hair, once it's like turned gray, white, silver, whatever you wind up with, it actually makes it harder to dye it for some reason. I don't know the statistics on that or why that is, but I've had a couple of hairdressers tell me because I was like, oh, I can't wait because then those spots that I'm like starting to gray in, like in here, I can't wait for those chunks to be bigger and then I could like do fun things with them. And they were like, it actually winds up being a little harder to work with that. The dyes interact differently based on the texture of the hair. The hair consistency changes. Yeah. I have to pee so bad. I'm going to go pee really quick and then come back. I know normally we don't take a break in the middle of this stream, but I have to pee so bad, man. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. My kid is so out of it. I went in and I was like, "Hi, honey. I'm just going potty really quick. You doing okay?" And she was like, just doing a craft, like staring at it. And I was like, "You okay? You okay? You all right?" And she went, "Mama!" Hey, baby. Really, really focused on this snowman, huh? I know. She is sick, to be fair. So she's foggy. Foggy. Farty? No. Foggy. Her brain is foggy with sickness. Forty? Oh, yes. My little girl, she's so farty. Oh. Ba 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 ba. Brain farty. Mm-hmm. 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 What are we gonna be doing this week, man? At a certain point, I think I have to swap to day streams for Silk Song. I'm not gonna finish it otherwise. We didn't play it once this week. I think it's gonna have to become a day stream thing in order for us to do it. We should do Warframe. We're gonna finish up Little Nightmares 3. No stream Monday. I'm gonna say with a lot of confidence, no stream on Monday. I will be being a mom and hanging out with my kid and her friends that need childcare. Yeah, it's hard because it's one of those games where a lot of people are still avoiding it. And I don't like playing stuff that I know people are actively avoiding because they're playing it for themselves, you know. So I don't know. Yes. I also do want to do the Hex and Warframe. I want to get the rest of my mushrooms. I think that could be an evening thing, doing some Warframe in the evening. A free login frame right now. Since we did the stream? Oberon? Sure. Oh, if I must. Sure, okay. Open the game. Yeah, wait. Like, until when? They reworked Oberon, so now everyone gets him for free. That's nice. Until the 21st. Oh, only 2 days. Wait. I'm going to open it right now, because otherwise I'll probably miss it. Yeah, I'm going to verify. I'm going to verify right now. You ready? Y'all ready? Should have popped up during your Noko stream. We're gonna see. Come on. Major update on the 15th. When did we do my stream? Oh yeah, this is how I change the color of it. Wait a sec. Hold on, hold on, hold on. There we go. Sorry, this is such a heel turn. Just for a second. Just some quick, that's how I changed my Noko colors. Okay, let's see.
May this aid you in the synthesis of many creatures.
Thanks, homie. Did his voice change?
A new quest is available in your codex.
Ordis's VA has changed. I do know that, but that wasn't Ordis. Look at my little babies with their tukuses. Wait, yeah, hold on. Oberon! Oh, I did get it. I just missed it because I was too excited about this shit. Oberon looks pregante in this picture. Am I allowed to say that? I hate how fleshy your frame is. Yeah. He's a little mushroom boy.
I've been thinking, Operator. I thought you'd want to know.
Look, I've got my little babies now. They're so cute. Anyways, I'm so sorry. Exit game. Okay, I did get Oberon. We're good, we're good, we're good. Yeah, it's part of a whole new area. There's a whole new area in the game. That's what our sponsored stream was for. It was to show it's called the Valis Undermined, and it's basically the Fortuna, the area with all the singing. Any of you who haven't played the game but have just seen clips, if you've ever seen the town where everybody sings and all the bangers happen, basically there's like a series of tunnels and mines underneath Fortuna that are filled with mushrooms and like fungus that help keep the planet running. And so this is a frame that's been like developed and affected by the mushrooms. But no, they did not make that frame for me. That's very kind that you that you might even remotely think that could happen. But I was so jazzed about it, and I love it. I came back for Jade. I still haven't done that quest either. She's actually pregante. I know. I did know about that. Chat did warn me on that. I stumbled onto a lot of I'm trying to think of the right word for it. People in the community are trying to confirm whether or not Noko is technically a child, which has been interesting because I don't think any of the warframes are children. It's because one of the characters calls Noko kid at one point, I guess. And so and so everyone's like, Noko, confirmed child. Some became, oh, this might be, this is a little spoiler territory now, I guess. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't discuss this unless we're actually in a Warframe stream. We'll do a Warframe stream this week. We'll do a Warframe stream this week, and then we can then we could talk about it. But yeah, I've never done 1999. There's all the 1999 content that I haven't done. I haven't done Jade. Yeah, so there's a few like technically like main story quests that I still haven't done. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else came out. We still haven't played House of Tesla. I haven't finished Death on the Nile. We have a couple different like detective-y sort of games that we've talked about playing. I downloaded a couple of spooky games. I downloaded Karimara and No, I'm Not a Human. So those could be evening things too. But yeah. I want to be, oh, and Buy Sweet Carol. That came out too. I haven't completed Silksong. Yeah, this is we're continuing the conversation from Silksong. We were just talking about that. Final Golden Idol DLC too. Yeah, but that's not like pertinent to me. We can do that whenever. No, I'm Not a Human is so unsettling in the best way. Dude, I haven't looked at any of it. I've only seen people memeing it. Like putting their own characters into the game. I have no idea what the game is actually like. Yeah, so we've got so options for like weird games for sure. I don't think I have any sponsored things this week. No, we didn't keep playing King of the Castle after we started it during the subathon. Oh, I Am Nima. I Am Nima isn't out yet, but I loved that demo. I'm very excited for that to come out. We didn't bag the hot fish. It's true. I mentally gave up on that playthrough. When they were like, you could marry the hot fish. And I was like, say less. And then I biffed that conversation. And he was like, too bad. I'm deeply in love with this other very plain, normal human. I was like, God damn it. Fine. Go marry that human. Hi, Selma. So lame. I was like, one of the options here should have been, okay, but is there another fish I could marry? You know? We're talking about King of the Castle, which is a really good stream game where the streamer is the current monarch and chat is a bunch of other like factions in the country that are trying to take the crown. It's very fun. It's really cool. How dare they have a wonderful gay interspecies love story? That's what I'm saying. Hello, welcome. Hi, gang. Ah! Ruxo finished the recolor. I'm so excited. Hell yeah. Dispatch releases on Wednesday. That's right. There's also Dispatch. So much to do. Yeah, my favorite part of King of the Castle is when there's a vote and a group gets irrationally angry with each other if like the vote is split. Like if a bunch of chatters are in the north and half of the north votes go one way and the other half go another way, they start yelling at each other like, no, what are you doing? Sorry. Dispatch is episodic. I didn't know that. Did not know. Interesting. Yeah, lots of stuff to play, man. Oh. It's so silly that I see that a game has mostly positive reviews and I go, oh, what's wrong with it? It's so stupid. I was looking at Buy Sweet Carol and I saw that it has mostly positive reviews. And I was like, I wonder why. And when I scroll down, there are a bunch of not recommendeds, but it's still mostly positive. So yeah, it sounds like it's buggy. A person said the art is so gorgeous that from their perspective, it's like they put so much effort and work into the art that how it would actually feel to play was secondary. So playing it doesn't feel good, but looking at it feels great. Yeah, because the concept of like Disney art, like really Disney coded art in a horror game is so cool. Buy Sweet Carol is the name of the game. You can go look at it. It's on Steam, but it's like Disney art. It's gorgeous. I scroll down on an overwhelmingly or very positive game and there's a negative review displayed. So I become hesitant. Yes, I've done that before too and been like, don't be silly. Oh, yeah. I don't think Summer would have let me sleep without watching Knights of Guinevere, the pilot. The pilot was fantastic. Yeah. Highly recommend. That's another thing that I will not spoil at all, but definitely recommend that with a maturity warning. Knights of Guinevere. It's an indie cartoon. It's a pilot. But the pilot's done so well, I'm sure they'll make the full show. Oh, Little Goody Two Shoes. We played some of that before, yeah. Yeah, that came out, what, a year ago? Alrighty, I'm gonna wrap up because my kiddo is sick and I want to go spend time with her and make sure she's all right. But let me read off our activity feed, and I'm also gonna open up raid later in case somebody would like to spend points to suggest a person to raid. Maggie Pow Pow, thank you for the 78 months. Senethil for the 19. Lily Lover for the 17. Danny Calamity for the 44. Anise Revenge for the 47. Banished Gypsy for the 19. Stooge for the 7. K Samurai for the 55. Cannabiscate for the 26. Runner for the 85. Make Some Time for the 112. Hasmo Bean for the 5 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. Asher Lee for the 110. Nath Dan for the 6, Lord Crier for the 59, James Wargull for the 111, and Literature Geek for the 73. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Currently checking out Next Fest demos. Fantastic. Let's go see. Cute. Sure thing. All right. We've got a raid. I'm looking forward to Silksong Day streams. Yeah, we might be swapping to that. Maybe one more week before we swap, but all right. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We've got Sunforge tonight if you'd like to watch that. No stream tomorrow, but I will be on Hellions in the evening. I'll put out a schedule. And again, the big thing is next Saturday we'll be doing our Frankenstein readathon. So if you'd like to tune into that, that should be very fun. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.